Good morning, everybody. That just rolled in on us on this marvelous Monday. Hope all the Sunnies are doing amazing out there on this beautiful, dreary, well, we'll get into the weather report a little bit later. But Mare, how are you?
Oh, good morning, friends, or as we like to call it, let's pretend we're fine day.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I want to know how all y'all are doing out there. How are the Sunnies doing out there? Are there any Sunnies that are seeing a ray of sunlight? Because right here in Florida, it's a little bit rainy today. So yeah, roll call. Tell us where you're watching from while Meredith talks to us a little bit about the incredible world of the lab.
All right, guys. Powered by the Lab St. Augustine, where innovation meets imagination. It's a full-service digital studio turning ideas
Into innovation.
into impact right in the heart of downtown. Light, sound, magic, and your next big thing all under one roof.
It's the lab. It's where your story starts. All right, Sunnies, what do they got to do today?
You're going to text Sunny to 904-227-4422 so you can stay connected to all things Sunny and St. John's.
Ooh, fancy. Hey, you also got to make sure you follow us on Instagram, sunnyst.johns. On Facebook, it's all one word, sunnyst.johns. And then, of course, on TikTok is sunny.st.johns. A little extra dot there. Makes it special.
Little dot. All right, so grab a coffee, spill the tea. Sunnies, here's what's going down in our neck of the woods.
Yes. All right, how was your weekend? Oh, that was a hard one to ask. I know.
Up.
There
Sorry.
it is. There
Sorry.
it is.
Up. Can you
and
hear me
out.
now?
Yeah.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Bueller.
All right. Yeah. So it was a lot of work. Okay. Sorry.
You had a lot of things to do. You were momming, it sounds like.
Yeah. Sorry. I was just texting the technical director, aka my husband.
Your light wasn't close up enough. Right?
No. I don't think we're live on my Facebook page.
It is now.
It is now.
We are
Okay, great.
here. Yes.
Sorry. Just a little my bad this morning. So any Hoozle McToozle, it was a lot of work this weekend, unfortunately, which is the same thing when you own your own businesses. So worked at the laundromat and then worked here at the studio for a little bit and then went home and worked for several hours on the show. But to be honest, I like working on the show, so it wasn't all bad. And the highlight, I got some Taco Bell.
You got Taco Bell.
Yeah, so I got a colon cleanse for Mother's Day.
That's
so
wonderful.
Cheers.
Skinny on this Monday. That's so nice. Well, Mom was in town. We had a beautiful mom's brunch. We had a great time. We took my niece around town, and she had to go to Mayday ice cream on Friday, so we made a special trip out there. She got key lime. It was interesting for an 8-year-old to pick key lime ice cream. I've never seen that before. Usually they pick a chocolate or a strawberry or something, but she went for the key lime. That's a true Florida girl right there.
Does she like key lime pie?
Yes, very much so. Yes.
Well, then that's not too far-fetched.
I was just shocked. That was the one out of all the flavors. You got 31 different flavors or whatever.
Is that what they have?
Well, yeah, they have a lot to choose from, and she definitely went for the key lime. So I was like, okay, go for it, girl.
This is Dave's favorite.
Is it really?
Is key lime.
That's great. Okay.
Yeah. I did see your mother's story for me.
Oh, super sweet.
She wished us a very happy Mother's Day, sent us many blessings.
Yes, she did.
And then when you asked her what is your one piece of Mother's Day advice for Meredith, she told me to run.
Yeah.
And I should have watched the story earlier and run and not worked all day. But it usually happens that way. A lot of people don't know that if you own small businesses, you never get a day off because something always comes up. But that is a choice that we made, and now we're living it.
Well, you could be awful owners, and you're not. You're the greatest owners of all time, and that's why you guys work so hard.
Yeah. So this morning on Sunny in the Morning, grab your hurricane snacks and your emotional support inflatable flamingos because St. John's is sounding the preparedness alarm.
Meanwhile, UF might be actually run by someone with credentials. Santa. What? Santa J. Ono is the
Yoko's
first.
brother.
Yeah, Yoko's brother. First Soul finalist, and yet we checked in. He's not our donor's cousin.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
In true crime, but with fur, a German shepherd named Dagger fatally took down a puppy named Frank. This story is crazy.
Yeah.
And somehow Dagger is not considered dangerous.
What's that all about?
I have no idea what's going on here.
Yeah. And speaking of danger, noodles, an alligator flipped a canoe at Lake Kissimmee. A tragic reminder that mating season is not just for reality TV stars.
It is insane.
Yeah.
The story is crazy. Jen Aniston had a stalker drive drive through her gate.
Wow.
We wish that was a metaphor for something else.
Seriously, drive through twice. And Rich People Wedding Watch 2025, Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez are throwing a casual multi-million-dollar bash in Venice. Elton, Gaga, to be determined.
Well, we'll see. Plus, local flair is popping off. Picha de Puca, Pachaka Changa, back with beer-fueled storytelling, and Apex Theater is dropping fresh plays at the Red Moon Fest?
Yes,
Okay.
underneath the red moon. You never know what's going to happen. It's chaos. It's news. It's Florida. Let's go. And now a word from our title sponsor, the Bailey Group. The Bailey Group. They're ready for anything, too. They're an NFP company. Life is full of unexpected moments. The Bailey Group is here to guide you every step of the way. Under the leadership of my buddy, President Mark Bailey, they've grown from a local agency to a nationally recognized firm, offering tailored solutions for individuals, families, and businesses, with the focus of an individual health and life insurance. Look, I'm going to tell you, Mayor, the Bailey Group is the place to be. If you have any questions, hey, they're Sunny, amazing. Something delicious is brewing this week, and we're keeping it under wraps just for now.
Oh, we cannot wait to spill the tea, but just yet. But one lucky Sunny is going to win something sweet and spicy from one of our favorite spots in town.
No, listen up, guys. You really got to play this. We have something really super to reveal on Thursday, and the big winner is going to go and take this for the prize on Friday. So all you got to do, listen, if you've done it already, you don't have to do it again. But if you haven't, text the word Sunny to 904-227-4422, and you're going to be on the loop right before the big reveal.
And you don't have to be a local to win this, because we will ship it to you.
Yes.
The mystery is going to unwrap Thursday, the winner chosen Friday.
All right, Sunnies, your taste buds might just thank you on this round.
They
so
will.
yeah, jump on
will.
this. It's going to be awesome.
Yep, get it while the getting is good.
Yes,
I don't know
ma'am.
why that's a saying. All right, it's time for Monday Mommy Dearest. She's bold. She's gold. Sunnies, meet our Mom of the Week, breaking every mold.
Oh, I love this one. Mommy Dearest Monday. Today we honor the world-famous Stacey Bailey, a mother whose strength and grace have become a beacon of hope in our community. In the face of unimaginable loss, Stacey has transformed her grief into a force for good, founding the Tristan Bailey Foundation. We're going to talk to them coming up this season. They advocate against youth safety, development, and support for crime victims' families. Stacey's unwavering commitment is making a difference that exemplifies profound impact of one mother can have for an entire community. Her resilience and dedication inspire us all to turn pain into purpose. Stacey, we love you so much, boo. You are definitely St. Augustine's queen. You're Mommy Dearest today and always, my love. Oh, I'm so excited to give her that great signature facial over at Panache. So, Stacey, give them a call and I can set it up for you behind the scenes.
Yeah.
But yeah, get in there and feel like a queen because you deserve it.
Absolutely. Another one of those heartbreaking moments, but turned into something that's amazing for the community and for victims of violence, children.
I had one of the incredible opportunities of being a part of this family and helping them get the narrative out to the community over the years. I love you guys, Forrest and Stacey, and they honored our great Coach Mel over here on the side over the weekend. This is incredible, incredible family. So yeah.
All right, guys, let's get into the hot shopping deals that steal prices unreal. Sunnies, let's find treasures our wallets can't feel. Well, today is Winn-Dixie Day, so if you are a Winn-Dixie shopper, make sure to get that app because it's actually really, really great. Bone-in center pork chops are on sale, dry rub St. Louis-style pork spare ribs, primo mild or hot Italian sausage links, Hormel always tender, pork loin. Always tender.
I love that.
I love it when it's tender.
I wish people said that about me.
Ballpark beef hot dogs, Oscar Mayer meat franks. Did you ever do beanies and weenies?
No.
No, you're not a beanies and weenie fan?
No.
Oh, what is wrong with you?
It made me so farty. Oh my God, I can't. Jeez.
Okay.
Well, yes.
Well, also the Cabot shredded cheese is on sale, so you can load up and have toots all day.
I know, right?
Smithfield frozen sausage links or patties, S.E. Grocer's chicken wings, boneless, skinless breasts and thighs. That's how she likes it. Board and cheese singles, as well as Nature's Own bread.
Delicious.
Bakery bagels, 4-count.
Okay.
Bakery French rolls. They speak French.
Mm.
Produce, you've got avocados, pineapples. Pineapple chunks are on sale. Grape tomatoes and shell peanuts. I do like to crack nuts
Oh, you do?
Ask my husband.
Yes.
Kellogg's cereal is on sale. Quaker Instant Oats. Heinz ketchup. Good Lord, if you own teenagers or kids in general, you go through a lot of ketchup. The amount of chicken nuggets my children still eat. Hellman's mayonnaise, Vlasic pickles, Kraft salad dressings, and also the grocer's olive oil. Progresso soups are on sale.
Good.
Nutri-Grain bars, honey bunches of oats. Lots of cereals this week. Kellogg's and we've got Pop Secret microwave popcorn, Rice Crisps. Wait. Those are the cakes.
Yeah.
Rice cakes
Delicious.
on sale. I
Yeah.
do like a good rice cake. Entenmann's box donuts, guys. Get those while don't say it again, Meredith. And then for frozen desserts, it's yours again.
Yes!
Talenti Gelato,
Good.
Pepperidge Farm layer cake, and Prestige ice cream, as well as Lindy's Italian ices. My kids love those. And Halo. Have you ever tried Halo?
No.
It's a low carb. It's like a keto ice cream.
Pretty good?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
pretty good. I actually prefer like Froyo.
Okay.
Frozen yogurt.
Yeah, I remember the days of that DCBY.
Oh yeah, all them toppings. What's the point of the frozen yogurt?
What's
You're just
the
eating
point?
a pound of M&Ms.
I love all of it.
All right, kids eat free meals, big deals. Sunnies, where you can get those tiny hands, big deals, steals, reels. Your pie,
Remix.
your pie. Kids eat free.
Oh, it's a place.
Dine
Oh.
in. No, you've been to your pie,
No,
right?
I've not. I did one by the Palencia, right?
Not
yeah.
anymore.
Oh, no.
No, I think they're getting a new pizza place in there. I'm not sure, but Your Pie is gone. But they
Oh.
have other locations out in Durban as well as
Okay.
a Your Pie. So kids eat free with dine-in 7-inch pizza.
That's a good
Cantina
one.
Louie. Kids eat for $2.99. Island Wings, one free kids meal per adult,
Mm-hmm.
1/3 Asian. Kids eat with a purchase of $15. And Woody's Barbecue, kids eat free on Monday. There's one out in Mirabella, right?
Yeah, that sounds good.
3 p.m. to close with your purchase of an adult entree.
Is there a limit on that?
Limit 1 per adult, so you can take in 12 kids if you want. Don't
But
tell
you-
them I said
oh,
that.
yeah, that would be fun. Ooh.
Now it's time for the local music rundown.
Oh, I know everyone's waiting for bated breath on this one. Strum it, drum it, hum it down, boo. Here is the Sunnies and local music to make you proud. Monday, May 12th, we got Jim Lamb at the Milltop Tavern at 12. Kim Wheaton at 1 at Pierre's Pub. Joshua Tennessee Worthy at 4:30 at Milltop Tavern. Kevin Edwards at 8 at Hurricane Grill and Wings. Vinny Jacobs at 5 at Tide's Oyster Company and Grill. The legendary Bob Patterson at 5 at O.C. White's. We got Micah Gilliam at 6 o'clock at Prohibition Kitchen. Johnny Lawrence, 6 o'clock p.m. at Harry's Seafood and Bar. Joe Downing at 6 p.m. at Salt Life Food Shack.
That's by the beach, right?
Yes.
I've driven past, never been.
Salt Life's so fun. You got to go to
No.
the top of the roof. Always have a drink up there.
I've
they have
seen-
NA drinks too. They're awesome.
Yeah, well, I've seen it's always packed.
Yes.
On the bar top, rooftop thing or whatever.
Super cool
but
place.
haven't stopped yet, but I think that's definitely going to be a summer hang spot.
It's really, really special.
All right, coming up, Pecha Bajangas, Fast Talks, Cold Brews, because nothing says Wednesday night like speed talking creatively and a buzz you can sip.
And no, it's not a seized. It's actual event. We checked. Pachakacha, Fast Talks and Cold Beers. St. Augustine's Dog Rose Brewing is hosting Pachakacha Night this Wednesday, May 14th. And if you've ever heard of it, think of a TED Talk meets speed dating, but everyone's smarter and no one's trying to sell you crypto.
Oh, what a bummer. And I was just going to buy. It's a global storytelling format where presenters get 20 images and 20 seconds per image. No rambling allowed.
True.
The lineup includes local talents like Kenneth, is it Rayner?
Yep.
Uncle Steve-O,
Mm-hmm.
and 6 more names we totally would name drop at a party
Yeah.
if I was invited to one.
This is super cool. Doors open super early for socializing and pre-show. Pints with the first mic drop at 7 o'clock p.m. sharp. The on-site food truck will be slinging snacks so your brain isn't the only thing being fed.
Oh, I love food truck snacks.
Oh, this is they have a great one there,
Oh,
too.
good. Admission is free, but bring your curiosity and maybe your Instagram game at PECHAKUCHAST OG.
Pachakacha. St. Aug.
Pachakacha. St. Aug. I got it that time.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're serving behind the scenes goodness, so you got to head over.
So it's sort of like a spoken word kind of a night, and it's really cool because they'll come up with a topic. Like I did this a couple years ago, and my topic was chaos. Shocker, right? So I had my artwork, which is messy and all over the place, graffiti, and then I had the beautiful poetry prose that kind of went with each slide.
Okay.
So yeah, they all bring all different walks of life, and it's really cool to see the community kind of rally. This is a global event, so this happens all over the world. So yeah, Pachakacha, check it out. It's pretty awesome.
So what you're saying is you would take pictures of your artwork, put it on a slide, and then show it there.
True. Yes.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
So you didn't have to bring anything.
No. It was
Just your slides.
It was definitely like a slideshow. Yeah.
Okay, got it.
I
All
put
right.
link in comments for everybody if you want to check it out.
Just remember, if you can't pronounce it, just show up and pretend you can.
Just say Davey said Pechakucha. That's fine.
Pechakucha.
It's okay.
Wait,
Yeah.
Pechakucha?
It could happen. Yes.
Don't do that in public. That's how you get arrested.
You gotta ask permission. Yeah.
No, don't
you can.
Pechakucha in public.
Pachakacha.
That is not Sunny endorsed.
Well, what else is endorsed is a Red Moon Rising,
Ooh.
a festival of fresh drama, is giving theater. It's giving new works. It's giving very serious creative vibes.
I like it. Also, it's giving free tickets, which means you have no excuse not to go.
The Apex Theater Studio is stepping into the spotlight with the first ever Red Moon New Works Theater Fest, running May 16th through the 18th at their Black Box Theater at World Golf Village.
I didn't know that they had a Black Spot Theater, so I am down for that. It's a theatrical buffet of workshop productions. That means script reading, 10-minute plays featuring pros like Jacqueline Reingold, and Apex's own Ian Mars, plus the next generation of playwrights who've been workshopping since fall. That means their stuff is ready to go.
Yeah, expect bold ideas, minimal tech, and zero ticket prices. Admission is our favorite price. Free $99, baby. Seats are limited, so hit up Eventbrite or head to apextheaterjacks.com/events to lock on in.
So support the arts, be dramatic responsibly.
Oh, I need to take a note of that,
You
right?
do,
Good
Davey.
Lord. All right, and remember, if you can't act surprised at the twist endings, at least pretend like you've got a theater degree.
That should be easy for you.
And now a word from our feature sponsors, Maracuya.
Sunny St. John's was practically poured into existence over a cup of community sunshine, and now that sunshine lives at Maracuya.
And they're named after the passion fruit. Maracuya is more than just a name. It's a feeling, a rare, radiant flavor, a story steeped in heritage.
Guys, they don't just make coffee, they create handcrafted works of art located at 260 West King Street.
Maracuya isn't just coffee, it's culture. A slow sip in sunshine, a bold hello to the day. Sunny St. John's is fueled every day by Maracuya. All right, Mel, what's going on in comment land over there?
All right. Good morning, everybody. So Heather's daughter is her inspiration, and her daughter Piper is turning 19.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Piper!
birthday, Piper.
Oh, I know Piper. She's an amazing little sprite. She's awesome.
I love
We
that.
also
Piper.
have favorite band, Bad Dog Mama,
Hey, right.
and local favorite restaurants, Back 40 A1A,
Yep.
and we got a shout out for Osteen's.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
That fried
So,
shrimp is very famous.
It's so good there, yes.
Awesome.
And Maracuya mimosas.
Yeah. Oh, they're the
Patty.
cactus
Oh,
mimosa.
Patty
Glad you
gave 'em.
brought that up.
They do. For those of you who don't know, they serve over there. So
Yeah.
you can get mimosas. They actually also have some NA options. If you're looking for a mocktail, they have Little Saints.
I love that. Yeah,
which is,
you guys
which
love
is
that.
great. We do like Little Saints.
So their mimosas, real quick, is made with cactus juice.
That sounds delicious.
It actually was really good.
Yeah.
It was super light. It wasn't like the acidity of the orange juice. It was really
Kim
good.
is saying Davey makes such a great co-host with Meredith. They really have this talent together.
You can't. I owe you
Oh,
$5.
you're
That's so
welcome.
nice. I owe
We
her a little
did.
bit of money.
We sent her a little gift to say that.
She's our pre-winner for the for the giveaway
Way
on
to
Friday.
go, Kim.
Yes.
That sunny attitude.
Oh, here's
Okay.
some more bands: Cholula, Ramona and the Riot, and Trey Pierce and T-Stones.
Nice. Good.
There
well,
you
that's
go,
wonderful. Thank
friends.
you for checking in, Mel.
Okay.
We're going to pivot over to Meredith for the weather report.
Oh Lord.
You start off that way.
Rain or drought, despair's about. Behold the cursed weather report. Today you can expect a high of 79 and a low of 68. The skies will be cloudy and humid with a chance of showers. It's currently raining as we speak, and heavy thunderstorms. Guys, do be careful out there because these storms have some serious bands, like a three-banded armadillo from Cucakrumba. And they could bring damaging winds, flash flooding, and hail. They have been serious, this weather that's been moving through. If you're planning to go outside, remember when it rains, it pours. And when it pours, it's probably on your freshly washed car. Does anybody ever stop to think how many car washes we have here?
We have a lot, yes.
I've never seen so many in my life. Also, people with motivation to wash their car.
Yeah.
I don't think I've washed mine. I've had it for 4 years.
We welcome all car washes looking for a sponsorship. Please Davey at sunnystjohns.com.
Okay. Allergy sufferers, take note. Tree pollen levels are moderate, so if you're sneezing more than usual, it's not just because of your neighbor's heavy dose of cologne. Ew. In summary, it's a typical Florida day. Hot, humid, and unpredictable, just like my teenage daughter's mood swings.
Yeah.
All right, guys. It's time for the fishing report. Davey, you're in the background of that. Do you see that?
Oh, very happy.
Yeah.
Tits out, honey. Yes.
Tits out.
I love it. Gorgeous.
Lines tangled, facts mangled. It's Meredith's expert fishing report. I love that expert is in there. Well, it's May 12th in St. Augustine Beach, and if you're planning to fish, congratulations on your optimism because it's pouring right now. Tides, high tide rolled in at 7 a.m. and low tide is at 1 p.m. So set your alarms or don't. I don't care. I'm not your mother.
Wow, yeah, that's true.
Hot spots. The St. Johns County Ocean Pier is popular right now, but don't expect the fish to be waiting for you with open fins. The Matanzas Inlet is also worth a try, assuming you'll enjoy the thrill of uncertainty. Bait, once again, you're going to want to go get some live shrimp and fiddler crabs. If you're feeling adventurous, try a ballyhoo. Who? A ballyhoo. Or some sardines. Gross.
Sardines?
What's out there right now? Redfish, flounder, black drum. And once again, with the allergy alert, don't go outside.
Yeah.
Okay? And if you're allergic to anything here, move. Like out of state.
Okay.
It's terrible. Maybe try the North Pole or don't. I'm not your allergist. I really don't care.
Balmy up there this time. Yeah.
Is it in the pole?
Yeah.
Closing thoughts. It's a typical day of fishing in St. Augustine outside of the fact that it's torrentially pouring outside. So good luck because you're going to need it.
Wow, that was messy. Well, it seems Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez are about to get messy in Venice in their proposal on the aisle, or walking down the aisle. The city's canals might just overflow with celebrities and opulence.
It's going to overflow. There's going to be a tidal wave of extravagance. I hear they've booked the $11,600 a night Grand Canal Suite.
That's it?
At the Amman Venice Hotel. That is the only way to say I do, by the way.
Amon.
Yeah.
And the guest list, well, we got Oprah, Kim K, Leonardo de No Talent, and Katy Perry are all expected to attend. It's like the Oscars, but with vowels.
Leonardo, no talent.
Yeah, it's
Do
all
we
right.
want to hit on that?
You can come for me if you need to. I just don't find him it's just one flat note.
What about when he was younger? What
Well,
about like
way
eating
better.
Gilbert Grape?
Way better.
Okay.
Yes, way better younger.
Okay.
Something happens called an ego. Rumor has it Lady Gaga and Elton John might perform, though their reps are playing coy, denying any involvement. Classic celebrity misdirection. So let's find out if Gaga and Elton are going to be there. Let's dive into the details.
Okay.
Yikes. So what do you think here?
I think that the amount of money that's going to be spent on this wedding could feed small countries for months.
Yeah.
So I do actually think that it's disgusting.
It's a little bit over opulence. I mean,
Yeah.
when are the rich allowed to be rich? Like, you would think it's a wedding. I'm going to be devil's advocate here. Like,
Okay.
when do you think the rich are allowed to actually flex some opulence?
But I feel like Bezos is constantly flexing. He's got to be tired by now.
Yeah.
Come on.
Is he doing it for Bezos or is he doing it for the gram?
I think I'm sure
And
he's
how
doing
much
it.
is Sanchez involved with this?
I'm sure he's doing it for Sanchez. I'm sure Sanchez is all up in this.
Yeah, well.
But I mean, at some point you have to. But then again, to your point, $11,600 is what, 25 cents to him.
Yeah.
So I guess it's like, well, we got the cheap room. What do you want from me?
Mm-hmm.
Like we saved money. I mean, there has to be that line of thought,
Right.
where I have to stay at a Best Western Plus, which is clearly a minus.
Oh,
But that's
actually,
okay.
yeah, they got mirrored ceilings.
Ew, what,
Well,
Davey?
they do. I'm
They
sorry.
do not.
They do too.
Oh, my gosh.
Check. Somebody fact check that.
All right, the couple celebrated their engagement with a lavish party on a mega yacht in Italy.
Okay.
Preparations for the wedding include luxury hotel bookings and arrangements to minimize disruption to the city because it's going to be that big of an event.
Wow.
You know what this reminds me of, to be honest? royal wedding.
Oh, yeah, true. I mean, this is a royal wedding in some
I guess.
aspects. I mean, Sanchez is reportedly wearing a custom Oscar de la Renta dress for the occasion. So that's going to be very opulent.
Can we check? Is this her first marriage?
That's a good question.
I'm just curious. Is she wearing white?
Is she... Is that what the rule is? You can only wear white if it's your first marriage?
I don't think so, but I feel like it should be.
Oh, my gosh.
Second wedding black gown.
The couple celebrated their engagement with a lavish party on their mega yacht in Positano. Oh, that's
Yeah.
got to be beautiful.
Yeah, so there's apparently 200 guests coming, which I don't think is too many, to
Okay,
be honest. I
true.
don't think 200 is too many. But I think between the 200 that are there, plus their traveling entourages, plus their what's it called? Their security, plus everybody who takes care of them and wipes their asses. I feel like that's a lot of people. So the 200 turns into 3,000.
Right, pretty much.
It's her second marriage.
Wow.
Okay. So, and I wonder if the dress is white. I'm just curious.
It's very curious.
I also
there.
don't care.
Do you
All right.
think if Elton and Lady Gaga take this on, do you think that affects their career in any way? I mean, obviously the paycheck is paying, so.
I think it's going to depend. I feel like Lady Gaga is very political at times.
You're
so
right.
I'd be interested to see if she's going to sing for Bezos.
This is an interesting move here. I mean, I know that like Beyonce got paid like $20 million to do a wedding out in like the Middle East. So you know what I mean? Like this is a performer's paycheck. So like, do you turn the paycheck away because it's
I
kind
think
of unrest or something?
Sometimes it gets messy, but they have to make a decision, and
Yeah.
I'm not about to say like they're
What would you do,
performers.
Entrepreneur of the Year? What would you do?
I look. Everybody's got a price tag, so I guess it's going to depend on what they're willing to spend and what they're going to take.
Great. That means I'm
And-
cheap. I'm free.
I'm free. We're not free, Davey,
I
but
know.
we do have sponsorships available for you and your businesses.
She's teaching me
All
over
right.
here. Big coach over here.
All right.
Let's check in with Mel Boo. You got any viewer comments?
Anybody
in there?
care about this?
Well, Lisa from South Carolina, let's give her a shout out.
Hey,
Okay.
She's here
Lisa.
every day with us, rocking it out. So Dean Reynolds says,
Okay.
flex with major Amazon wedding discounts.
Right.
Pretty funny. I wonder if they'll get those. And then they think maybe Tiny Tim could sing for free.
Oh, probably. Or flatten off key. You're going to hire me.
No, but Kim is also telling us that it seems like it rained for a month in Tennessee. Plus, they had an earthquake Saturday morning.
I heard-
Tennessee?
Yeah,
In
you hear
Tennessee.
about
Holy
this. It was
crap.
pretty scary.
No, I didn't.
Prayers
Yeah,
up to
no, I didn't know-
everybody.
and it was felt
Wow.
as far as Georgia.
Oh, yeah, it was not good.
So what is that fault line? Is that what mountain line is that? Mountain. That's I don't even
Some
know
sort
what's
of-
over there. I mean, I know there's mountains in Tennessee, obviously, but I didn't know that they got them that far south.
Tactile plates are rubbing together.
Tactile?
Tactile, yeah.
Tactile plates,
Tactile.
guys.
Tactile.
Everybody check underneath for your tactile plates.
But
Hide
let's
under
check
your desk.
let's check on your face plates and let's hear about a word from our feature sponsor, About Face.
Oh, good. When your skin needs a refresh,
Or you just want to feel like your most confident self.
About Face Aesthetics is our go-to.
These skin queens on the beauty scene know exactly how to treat you right.
From facials and skincare to injectables and glow-ups, they've got the magic touch.
And they make you feel seen, heard, and radiant from the inside out.
Ready to put your best face forward?
Say hello to About Face. Book your glow up today at aboutface.guru.
So, Davey, question. Ever had a fan so devoted they crashed through your front gate?
Yes, I don't even have a front gate.
They just crashed through your front door?
That's it. Only in my dreams, boo. From Jennifer Aniston seems to got that kind of friends loyalty with some of her fans.
Right?
Yeah.
So the one where the gate gets crashed isn't just an episode title anymore.
I'm pretty scared for her, indeed.
Yeah.
A man drove through her gate, and we're not saying, all right, they
crazy.
They did it multiple times, yeah.
And claiming she is his bride.
What? Is that what he had said?
Yeah.
Oh my
Talk about
gosh.
taking fan fiction to a whole new level.
Oh my gosh. Security, we need to call them. Held him at gunpoint until the cops arrived. Wow.
Yeah, I guess he won't be on the guest list for the next reunion.
This is cray-cray.
So, May 5th, a man crashed into Jennifer Aniston's Bel Air home's gate. Aniston's home was not injured, I guess, or it was unharmed in the incident. Security detained the man at gunpoint, and the suspect was identified as Jimmy Wayne Carwile,
Oh,
48, from Mississippi.
little Jimmy. 48 years old, just pissed his career away. There it goes.
He's been stalking Aniston for 2 years, referring to her as his bride on social media.
Oh, why?
I feel like this is mental illness.
Well,
Because he can't really believe that she's
For her?
his bride.
For her? I don't feel I'm not the Aniston type. I just don't feel it. She's
Oh,
like-
you're
I'm
saying.
shocked here. Yeah. Like, why? Why are we going for Aniston? Like, really?
I hear my husband in the background going, "Are you kidding, Davey?"
Too bad. Take a
He
shower. Ugh.
loves him some Jennifer Aniston.
Why? Oh, my gosh. Really? Ugh. It's like a granola bar without any crunch.
What?
I'm sorry, there's nothing there. It's just a very vanilla ice cream cone. There's no like depth. It's
Okay,
the
hold
same
on.
character over time.
I
don't
have
care.
to take a sidebar on this one.
Let's
So let me
go.
give you my husband's list.
Okay.
Okay, and we all know that Friends episode,
Yeah.
right? The laminated list.
Yeah.
Gwen Stefani.
Okay. I'm wearing her.
Okay. So it's Gwen, Jennifer Aniston, Kristen Beal,
Okay.
Kate Hudson.
Oh, okay. Nice. Yeah.
Shout out. What are the others?
Dua
Scarlett.
Lipa.
Dua Lipa, Taylor Swift.
Yep.
Are we seeing?
They're all blonde.
There it is, Mel. Are we seeing a
Wow.
theme? They're all blondes
Wow.
and attractive ones at that.
Well, they had more fun.
And he got this.
That's a.
Listen, I mean, Gwen Stefani, I think everybody has a crush on her.
Yeah.
Not
yeah.
anymore. I
Yeah,
feel like
she
she's
kinda
overdone.
changed.
Too much work.
Yeah, got a little.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, what happened was this guy, security detained the man at gunpoint. Once the police arrived, the suspect was identified. We already talked about that. He faces felony charges for stalking and vandalism.
Bail is set at $150,000. Yikes.
All that for that. Awesome.
So,
Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what happened next is it's one way to make an entrance.
yeah, I'd say it sure is. And some courtroom drama to ensue for sure.
Well, let's get with the current events here and get to the Gen Z report. What do they got to share with us today?
All right, slay or nay, Sunnies, here's what Gen Z's got to say, and we're just trying to keep up with them. So today's word of the day is ate and left no crumbs.
Oh, 8, not the number 8.
Eight,
Okay.
A-T-E,
Okay.
8. Use this in a sentence, please. Of course I will. Example, she ate in that outfit.
Yes.
It's a compliment. It's rare, so cherish it if your teenager ever says, "Mom, you ate in that outfit."
That's good.
I've never been told I ate.
Sometimes they finish it like not a crumb left, right? Yeah, I heard
Oh,
that
like
too.
this with
yeah,
the-
not a crumb left. Yes,
Yeah, no, my kids have never
like a
said that.
genuflection of your mouth, not a crumb left. Yeah,
That's intense.
yeah, it is.
Yeah,
you
my
ate,
kids,
yeah.
Yeah, my kids have never said that.
They haven't.
No.
Something that you can aspire to.
I will. I will do my
you got
best.
to be the goat, and you got to
Well,
be 8.
But
And-
wait, do you say eat then? If it's
no,
in the other.
I ate.
I eat it, eat it, eat it.
No.
I ate it, ate it, ate it.
Okay.
Yeah.
It'd be like hosting the show, Meredith, you ate that show this morning.
Right.
That's how we would use it.
I like to eat shows.
And then you're supposed to
What?
say back, not a crumb left.
yeah.
Yeah. Woof.
Davey looking like a snack, boo.
Yes.
right.
Drive through twice, Daddy.
Okay, Daddy. Moons in bloom, tides in tune. Sunnies, here's your daily dose of the Farmer's Platoon. Guys, it's May 12th, and under tonight's full flower moon, also known as the milk moon,
Oh,
mother's moon,
leche.
and please let it finally be warm moon for you northerners. Flowers are blooming, bugs are plotting, and fertility is apparently trending again. So ladies, lay down, legs up. But be careful out there because you never know what's going to happen. Advice of the day. Guys, keep some bay leaves in your flour to stop those weevils. You know what a weevil is?
No.
Those little bugs that get into your flour canister. You never had a weevil?
I thought those were the little people, the wooden people with the bald heads.
Oh,
that we
those
had.
are weevils.
Oh,
Weevils.
then this is different?
Yeah, I believe. Well, they're bugs, and
Okay.
you don't want them in your flour. Or you could just buy sealed containers because it's not 1842, like when they needed the bay leaves.
Yeah.
Home hint: black flies love to fly up your sleeves and your pant legs.
Gross.
So here's an easy solution: put rubber bands around the cuffs of your clothing,
Oh.
so it's fashionable, and you're gonna look great. People aren't gonna look at you like you're weird at all.
No.
Just put rubber bands around your ankles and your wrists.
Lauren Sanchez is saying she's going to put that on her wedding dress. Yeah.
Okay. Word of the day, clodhopper.
Oh, I know this one.
AKA the guy that parked too close to your car at Publix. I don't know about that. I always thought a clodhopper was somebody that walked
Yeah.
with really heavy feet.
Yeah, my ballet teacher would be like, David, you land like a hippopotamus, land like a gazelle.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
right.
not a compliment.
Well, for me, I thought it was great. It was something butch, at least.
Okay.
Hey, I got a puzzle of the day. What did the computer do at lunch? It had a bite.
Oh.
It had a bite. Yeah, that was a joke. We're doing this one. Yeah.
Okay. Who was born today, Davey?
Born today, you have Florence Nightingale,
Ooh.
Yogi Berra, hey boo boo, George Carlin, Tony Hawk, and yes, the twins from Everybody Loves Raymond. That's a peak variety for today. On this day, Poland got its oldest university. Women finally stopped being the only names. Stopped being the only names in hurricanes.
Yes.
That's right. Susie Maroney swam from the Cuba to the Florida in less time than it takes to binge watch a season of Bridgerton. That's for sure.
Okay, that's impressive.
Yeah. And now a quick word from our encore sponsors, Old Town Trolley.
If you're looking for the best way to see St. Augustine,
And you want history with a side of hilarity,
hop on board Old Town Trolley.
it's our favorite way to explore the nation's oldest city without taking 10,000 steps.
You'll hear ghost stories, local legends, and fun facts you'll definitely repeat later.
Plus, you can hop on and hop off at all the best spots. Food, shopping, history.
Check, check, and check.
So grab your Sunnies and a sense of adventure.
And ride with Old Town Trolley today.
Sunnies, we've got coming up next, we're diving into the Hurricane Prep Week because Mother Nature doesn't do appointments. Because hurricanes are like that one friend that shows up uninvited and eats all your snacks.
Oh, I hate that guy.
Yeah.
And just like that friend, they bring chaos, mess, and leave you questioning your life choices. So let's talk about how St. Johns County wants you to be less of a hot mess this hurricane season.
I know. There's so many things that we have to prepare, right?
So here's the thing. Yes, we're talking about a local story of St. Johns County, but if anybody is in Florida, Georgia, the Carolinas, Texas,
Oh, let's
Louisiana,
include Alabama. Yeah.
Alabama. You guys really, it's time to start preparing for not only the Gulf side hurricanes, but the Atlantic side hurricanes. And we really do need to be paying attention. As a ex-South Floridian, we were hit with so many storms.
Yeah.
And I know it's a little bit different up here in the Atlantic side where we are. It's a little bit different, I guess.
Right.
But anyway, Hurricane Preparedness Week runs from May 4th to the 10th, aiming to get residents ready for hurricane season, which starts on June 1st. It's right around the corner.
Right. You can use My Evacuation Zone tool to find out if you're in the right zone, you might need to evacuate.
Right. So you're going to want to sign up for alerts to St. John's to receive emergency notifications via your preferred method, obviously text because nobody wants to be called.
True.
So you can text St. John's EOC to 888-777, and you will get updated with any information that is due to a storm.
Residents are encouraged to have a disaster kit ready, including essentials like water, food, and a sense of humor.
So what I will tell you as a Costco shopper is they actually have these massive drums. They're like 5-gallon drums that have emergency prep food kits.
Uh-huh.
So they are things that you don't necessarily need. Like they don't have to be refrigerated. You can
Like astronaut food.
kind of, but I mean, it's like really easily prepared food, and you can buy those in case of an act of God.
Have you tried any of that food?
I haven't had to yet, but I do remember. So we were hit by a really bad Category 4 many years ago, 2003. And we didn't have power for over a month. So we were cooking over like the grill burner situation for a long time. So I'm just saying you might be in a situation where you need that. So get prepared. And remember, if you have canned food, make sure you have a can opener.
Yeah. And don't forget about your pets. I really got to
Yeah.
give a shout out to that because we've seen a lot. We saw that one guy that tied the dog up to the next to the highway last year, and he is absolutely with federal charges against him.
Yeah.
But you need to plan about your pets, preferably the one that doesn't involve riding out in the bathtub. You got to make sure that they're taken care of during that time.
Right. And if you do have to evacuate and you cannot take your pet with you, make sure that you're calling those shelters
Yes.
to see which one can take the pet. Also, if you have to evacuate with your pet, you can find hotels that will take your pets.
Yes.
So just call. I mean, I feel like it's like call ahead. It's like you're panicked. But a lot of hotels will waive the no pet.
Yeah.
if you're coming from an evacuation zone.
So the county also provides resources for special needs residents, especially even senior citizens will also be on there. So yeah, it's just something to really, it's just be aware. That's all we're doing. Just be aware of a lot of these.
They do
things.
for those special needs and senior citizens. A lot of them, they will be picked up.
Yeah.
By bus.
True.
So that's a good thing.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. If I had $1 for every time somebody said I didn't think it would be that bad, I would be sicking
Delicious.
on a virgin margarita.
Delicious. Let's not make unprepared be a new trend.
That's
so grab
right.
your kits, know your zones, and maybe just maybe we can avoid the annual panic shopping spree.
I mean, how many
Yeah.
times have we walked into a grocery store with no bread, no milk, no eggs, no
CP,
batteries,
yeah.
and no lighters,
Right.
no candles. I mean, it's just crazy. And that's what happens.
Right.
I'll never forget a couple of days before the storm that hit us that was really bad. I walked into the store, nothing on the shelves. I went to get water at a gas station. They were charging us like $30. They were gouging for the bottled water.
That is something that gets on my nerves.
It's illegal to do, but everybody
Yeah.
do it. All right, what do we got next?
Up next on our Why Everyone is Afraid of Florida segment, we've got gator danger when canoeing turns deadly.
Yeah, this is a seriously sad, very scary story. 1 minute you're enjoying nature, the next minute this poor woman was gone.
I know. On May 6th, it looks like 61-year-old Cynthia Dykema was fatally attacked by an alligator while canoeing with her husband on Lake Kissimmee.
The incident occurred near the mouth of Tiger Creek in only 2.5 feet of water. So that's why a lot of this is extremely important, because we do have a lot of Northerners that come down to enjoy our area.
Yeah.
And they go out kayaking and all of these. They are definitely enjoying our nature, but you have to be prepared. In Florida, it's mating season right now, and these alligators can get extremely aggressive. By the way, this is the second alligator attack in this lake in the past 60 days.
Get out.
Yeah.
2 large alligators, one measuring over 11 feet, were captured in the area for investigation.
Yeah, it was the second attack, like I said, within 8 weeks. Since 1948, Florida has recorded 487 unprovoked alligator bites on humans. 27 of those were fatal. Alligator mating season goes from April to September, which sees an increase in activity and territorial behavior. The really scary part about this story is the woman was kayaking and the alligator came up and took her out of the kayak.
Wow.
So it is just another reason to be extremely vigilant when you are out on the water. And for those of you who don't live in Florida and don't know this, alligators can be in very shallow water and you have no idea that they're there.
Yeah.
They can hold their breath for like ever.
Unbelievable.
So you have no idea that they're lurking right underneath the surface. And I always say this to Northerners, you need to understand that we literally have dinosaurs living in our lakes, our puddles. I mean,
It's
culvert pipes.
crazy.
So you need to really, really, really
I mean,
be
like
careful.
you have kids that go out in the water. So like, how do you mitigate that as a mom out there? Like, what are you supposed to do?
So my son is a big fisherman, and the rule is you do not go to right at the embankment, and you do not go into. He's not allowed in any lake water. Period.
Okay.
Obviously, he goes out and he fishes in the water over in the ocean,
Uh-huh.
and the rule is wading is at the knee level.
Okay.
Which obviously. We're talking about 2 feet of water. Obviously, in the ocean, you're thinking more shark than
Right.
anything else. But we have had alligators go up into what is that? The
Brackish.
The brackish.
Yeah.
So it's be vigilant. I always feel bad when I hear these stories. You remember the kid at the Disney park?
Yeah. Do I ever?
And
remember that.
it's
Yeah.
so sad. But these Northerners literally had no idea, and the kid went into which. Just don't go in the lakes, man.
Don't go in the lakes.
Don't go in the lakes.
Yeah.
I get it. You're kayaking. This was completely unprovoked. This woman had no idea. But it's scary. And alligator mating season is no joke.
Yeah. Mel, what are people saying in comments over there?
All right, so Morgan's telling us that gators have big, humongous teeth.
Yeah.
Yes,
duh.
they do.
Thank you.
And then they're talking about letting us know if they had a talk show what they would talk about.
Okay.
Morgan's also telling us different kids with different abilities.
Mm-hmm.
And then this person saying United Nations and every state police department in the U.S.
Okay. Wow. Interesting. Well,
That
thank
was,
you.
it was a very eclectic group.
very eclectic
interesting.
answers there.
Everybody's kind of cruising all over the place today.
I see that.
Manic Monday.
See that.
It is a manic Monday.
When
Yeah.
in Florida, guys, assume the local wildlife should be seen and not interacted with, okay?
All right. And now to a word of our Encore sponsors. That's Great Expectations.
It's so important when you're going through a transition like that to communicate what is most important when you're looking for your new space. So for some people, it's the features of the home, but for a lot of people, it's so much more than that. It's the features of the neighbors or the community, or whether it's an HOA or a non-HOA. There's a lot of, moving parts to that type of transition.
All right, folks, grab your academic robes and cancel your political fundraisers, because our next story is UF's president plot twist. From politics to professors, yes, University of Florida is making headlines by choosing a university president with actual university experience. Shocker, I know.
Yeah, they didn't pick a former senator or somebody's cousin twice removed from the governor.
Well, you never
so
know.
it looks like this is a merit-based decision.
Apparently so. Santa J. Ono, the current president of the University of Michigan, is UF Soul's finalist. He got credentials, baby, longer than a CVS receipt, and none of them involved political campaigns.
Oh, that is refreshing.
Yeah.
Maybe UF is turning over a new leaf, or at least borrowing one from an academic journal. So what do we got here, Davey?
So Santa J. Ono is the sole finalist of University of Florida's 14th president, pending confirmation by the UF Board of Trustees and the Florida Board of Governors.
Okay.
Ono currently serves as president of the University of Michigan. We said that, and previously led the University of British Columbia as the university and the University of Cincinnati.
So this is interesting. They had 100 candidates.
Yeah.
That is a huge interview process.
True.
I can't even imagine having 100 candidates, although it is Florida's largest university. Is that
Goal.
correct?
Yeah, go
I
UF.
believe it is.
Oh, yeah.
Ono's leadership style is described as inclusive, collaborative, with a focus on innovation and academic excellence. And with it being the largest university in the state of Florida and it having so many students that are from out of state, I'd say it's definitely necessary to have somebody who is in the academic game to be the president of such a prestigious university.
Without political ties. I like that, too. That seems more natural flow there.
Yeah, it's supposed to bring stability and a renewed focus on academic leadership to UF. So I hope that it pans out for them. It sounds like it will. It sounds like a new leaf.
Well, I think what's on everybody's mind is what's that salary looking like? Looks like the potential salary at UF could make him one of the highest paid public university presidents of all time.
Does it give a idea of what that is?
Wouldn't that be nice?
I have no idea what a president of a university makes.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a few commas in there.
A few commas.
Yeah, I mean,
is that
it's-
an Oxford comma, Davey?
Oh,
That
shout
one
out
was
RJ.
for RJ.
I love that. So good.
All
yeah.
right, let us know if your student is a Gator.
Yeah.
In the comments. Love to know where your kid goes to school. If you're like me and you have a college student, tell us what their mascot is. So the Gators are the Gators.
Yeah.
My kid is a Panther.
Oh, very nice. Yes.
All right.
All right, so UF might finally be putting the university back in University of Florida. So here's hoping Santa Ono brings more than just a sleigh of degrees.
I wish him the best, and I do hope that he is a jolly, jolly fellow.
I know, with a name like Santa, you got to ride that wave.
That
right?
is an interesting one. I don't think I've ever met anybody named Santa.
No, I worked with a lady once that she named her daughter Heavenly, and the last name was Christmas. Heavenly Christmas was the name. Yeah,
That is interesting.
special. I know.
So this next story really had me scratching my head and feeling exceptionally sad for the owner. If you thought your neighbor's dog digging up your begonias was bad, wait until you hear about Dagger, the German Shepherd who turned a Ponte Vedra beach home into a scene straight out of a canine crime scene.
No way. You
Yeah.
mean the pup who decided to play Clue in real life? Spoiler alert, it was Dagger in the hallway with the big teeth.
It's terrible. It's a terrible story. And in today's episode of Paw and Order, we dive into how Dagger managed to dodge the dangerous label despite a fatal mauling because apparently in Florida, it takes 2 strikes to be out even for dogs.
So grab your gavel and your chew toy because this story is about to get as twisted as a pretzel at a dog park.
This is so sad. If you are a pet owner, dog person, this is gonna break your heart.
This hurts my heart here.
So Megan, how do you think you say her name? Kaiko returned to her Ponte Vedra home to find her poor 6-month-old micro bully, Frank, had been attacked by 2 German shepherds, Dagger and his sister, entered the home through an ajar back door after a neighbor mistakenly let them into her latched backyard, thinking she was dog sitting.
Oh my gosh. On the Ring camera footage captured the aftermath, including Kaiko's distress upon discovering the scene as the dog's attempting to re-enter her home.
Good Lord. So St. Johns County Animal took custody of the dogs, but later classified Dagger as aggressive rather than dangerous, citing no prior history of violent conduct.
Under Florida law, a dog must have multiple incidents of severe injury or death to be deemed dangerous.
So he was returned to his owner with a condition. He had to be neutered. They have to install a double entry gate at their home.
Yeah.
He has to be muzzled when not at home. And a $100,000 liability insurance policy and registration with the county.
Jeez. If Dagger remains incident-free for 3 years, he will no longer be classified as aggressive.
Obviously, the owner of Frank is outraged over this decision, stating that if it were a person, it would have been considered murder.
It's a hard one.
So we're both dog people, Davey.
Big time, yeah.
What are your thoughts on this?
Okay, so animals are animals. Animals are going to be animaling, okay? It's all about how you train them. It's all about energy disbursement. And it sounds like these 2 German shepherds obviously needed a litany of behavioral disorder circumvention and really kind of getting them. They need to be exhausted. They need to have direction in their life. And with this like floating into an ajar here and the doors are open, I'm sure this is a great environment for a community. But if you're a dog owner, you need to secure and make sure you take care of your pets. I mean, there are no bad dogs out there. They're just bad owners. I firmly believe that.
So for those people out there that are going to say, well, this is a German Shepherd, they are trained to go out and take care of business. I mean, they're bred. German Shepherds are bred for protection. They're bred for police work. Is there any argument there that they're inherently going to be more aggressive?
No, I don't think.
Okay.
I think that they actually should be trained, and then they can be. I've seen many docile German Shepherds. I don't think you can eliminate or generalize an entire breed just because we have 2 bad apples here that obviously just needed some training and some obedience there.
No, I agree with you. I wanted to play devil's advocate for a second, but I agree with you. I have a part German Shepherd, and if you follow me, you know Kiki.
Yeah,
Woo,
I love her.
Girl.
I love
But
Kiki.
here's the thing about Kiki. When I'm not home, she's crated.
Yeah.
Because she doesn't have the best manners. So when people come over, because she's a jumper, not because she's ever been aggressive, but she's 60 pounds of pure muscle.
Yeah.
And she likes to jump when the kids have friends. She likes to jump up on them and lick them and kiss them and do all the things. But we have to teach her that she can't jump up on people.
Yeah.
And we have been working with her. Dave actually did a great job doing some training yesterday morning. And she listens to him. She doesn't listen to me.
They want to know what to do.
Yeah.
And when they spiral out of control, you can't fault the dog.
No,
I mean, I have Hurricane Gucci. I get it. She's a bowling ball of love, and she just rolls into the person. It's just, you've got to be able to tell her, no, sit, and give them those kind of directions.
Now, for this story, I know that they put these stipulations on Dagger. I wish they would have done something to the owners, a little more intense than the situation that came. So I feel like the owners should have been charged with something. I don't know what, honestly, because I don't know the letter of the law, but I feel like there is some neglect component here where he neglected to take care of the dog, and so maybe he should have been fined. I also feel terrible for this woman who lost her 6-month-old
little bully. Yeah,
I don't know what a mini bully is.
Like a little Frenchie.
A Frenchie.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, it wouldn't stand a chance against a German Shepherd. Those German Shepherds are 100 pounds.
Totally. Yeah.
And they're big dogs. I mean, mine is only 60 because I don't know what she's a mix of.
Yeah.
But she was dumped at the Georgia Humane Society along with 6 of her siblings because she wasn't purebred, and the owners said they were useless.
I agree with you
So-
there that the owners should be held. I mean, they're neutering. They're the double entry gate that they got, but they also need some education, some schooling, and some obedience training.
I
needs
would
to be
say
put in there.
mandatory obedience training
Yeah.
that the owner has to go through with the dog. I feel like they should have been cited with some sort of a monetary fee.
I feel like that needs to happen there too. Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, the story is sad, and
Yeah.
it's definitely something to make you aware, pet owners. When I was little, our dog was mauled,
God, it's horrible.
and it was a little Yorkie. And I remember the dog having it in its mouth and just shaking it.
Yeah.
And she had to have a big surgery, and it was crazy. But I just feel like the owners should step in, especially if they're unleashed. Because we have a leash law, don't we?
We should, yes, on the beach especially. Yes.
I feel like we do have a leash law in the state of Florida. So I feel like violation of that alone should be punishable.
Yeah, this is a big sad story there.
All right, do we have comments, Mel?
We do. Kathy's telling us Florida is working on legislation to hold owners accountable for their dogs following a fatal mauling of an 8-year-old here in Volusia County.
True story on that one, Kathy. Yep.
Yeah. So it's definitely something that's necessary because I agree with you. Can you blame the dog, Davey? I mean,
No.
I don't think this is a blame of a dog and more of an owner situation.
Right.
I think people know when their dog is aggressive, and I think there's things you can do. A lot of people are agreeing with what you're saying, David, about how dogs, they can be taught to be a certain way, and they're not always that way. Like, for instance, my little sister in California has 2 pit bulls. One passed away not too long ago. If anybody could meet her pit bulls, just like your pit bulls,
Yeah.
they would change their whole outlook on a pit bull.
Yeah, I don't think
I think it's the
a pit
people.
bull.
Do better, people.
Yeah, I don't think a pit bull per se, because I think Kiki might be part pit. She's either part pit or part bulldog.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
Kiki
she's
got a
got-
shout out.
Yeah, Kiki is.
She
whew.
got a shout out from Amber.
Kiki girl, my Kiki girl. But you know what? We started, and people will have some mixed feelings on this, but I've talked about it before with our other dog. We have, the collar that buzzes.
Yeah.
It's not a shock, it's a buzz. It gives
people
them
one.
it just
Like a-
buzzes.
it
It's like a vibration.
Yeah.
And so we've used that training collar on Ruth, and we're now using it on Kiki. And she did phenomenal yesterday with just that little buzz. And it's just to correct them and for them to listen.
Yeah.
And I think that's going to keep her from busting through that fence.
I'm going to tell you, I was one of those people that were strongly against that for years until I had
Gucci.
Hurricane Gucci. And we have used that, and
Yeah.
it has been an excellent training tool. Listen, before these 2 idiots that I have in my house right now, I had Fiona, who was a 17 and a half year bull
Wow.
mastiff. Rescued her from a dog fighting ring in Brooklyn. I got to go to Cesar Milan class. Remember him back in the day?
Oh,
He's
really?
still
And
around.
I learned so
still
many
around.
things about dogs and about how to get their energy, and you've got to get them to listen to you in a way that it's not abusive, because
Right.
that you don't beat dogs, you don't beat them out there. I can't
No,
stand
all that
seeing
does
that.
is it gives them more anxiety,
Right.
and then they're going to act out anyway. But what I can say is we didn't use it with her, to be honest, because I wasn't trained on it, and I was the one training her, and Dave is trained on it, so he had some time, and I was like, oh my gosh, Dave,
Yeah.
this is really working, and she's not getting a shock. It's just a corrective
a
buzz,
little-
and
yeah.
it gets her to know, okay, he's telling me no.
It's a shock back to reality, or like a shake back to reality.
A shake,
Yeah.
and she doesn't shake, but it just buzzes. But
Yeah.
she went up to the fence. He gave her a buzz. I tell you what, she has walked 6 feet from that fence
Isn't that
she's
nice?
like, I don't like this.
It's
like, I'm not
exactly,
doing
and that's
this.
the way to get the attention. Yeah.
Then I don't have to run out of the yard with my titty totties flopping around in a tank top at 4 a.m.
Well, your
So
neighbors love
it's a win.
that.
No,
It's,
but he likes it.
you
They're
want-
like, that 12-year-old boy looks confused.
Get the money first.
Okay.
Rachel is
All right.
saying if you know your dog is aggressive, should always be muzzled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't disagree with muzzles. I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
I think they can be helpful.
Okay.
All right, Davey, what do we got?
We got a word from our Encore sponsors at Panache. If your skin needs a pick-me-up or your hair's feeling blah, it's time to treat yourself at Panache, located beachside in St. Augustine.
They've got everything from facials to blowouts, spa packages to the most relaxing massage packages of your life. Trust us, we've tried it all.
Panache is proud to align with Aveda's mission of ethical and sustainable business practices, as well as its high fashion aesthetic. Go to getpanache.com and let's get with it, boo. All right. Don't forget to text the word Sunny if you want to win a special prize this week. SUNNY to 904-227-4422.
That's right. Sunny St. John's can be found at sunnysaint.johns for Instagram, Sunny St. John's, one word, on Facebook.
I like
and
it.
on the Titty Talk, it is sunny.saint.johns.
And we've got to give a special shout out to all our sponsors that make this show possible. We can't do it without you guys. Meredith, who's on the list?
So we've got STA Lab, Bailey Group, Old Town Trolley, Bin 39, About Face, and Panache.
All right. And we also have Great Expectations Realty and Auction, Flashes and Brilliant Spice and Tea Exchange, Epic Behavioral Healthcare, and Emma Concert Association.
That's right. So don't forget,
It's always sunny in St. John's. See you for the afternoon show, boo.
And set your alarms for tomorrow, 8 a.m. Bye, Sunnies.